"I'm currently in a wonderful relationship," Kris Jenner shares, stating that her boyfriend Corey Gamble believes age is merely a number. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Kris Jenner, the famous mom of the Kardashian-Jenner family, recently spoke from the heart about her relationship with Corey Gamble. This is not something she does often, so many people paid attention. She shared her thoughts while on an episode of the Kardashians, and it gave fans a deeper look into her personal life and how she feels about love at this point in her life. Kris and Corey have been in a relationship since 2014, which means they've been together for over 9 years now. One of the things that people often talk about when it comes to this couple is the age difference between them. Kris is 25 years older than Corey, and while that could be a problem for some people, it hasn't been a big issue for them. In fact, Kris said that Corey taught her that age is just a number, even if it's a big one. Their relationship started in a very special way. Kris shared that they actually met in Paris, and because of that, Corey always tries to make their visits to Paris feel magical. He plans romantic date nights whenever they are there, and it helps them remember how it all began. On one of their recent trips to Paris during Fashion Week, they had another lovely night together, and Kris couldn't help but reflect on how far they've come as a couple. She said that when they first started dating, she would often question Corey, asking him why he wanted to date someone older. She admitted she didn't fully understand it at the time, but Corey helped her see that age didn't matter when there is love and connection. She laughed and said age is a very big number, but still just a number. Over the years, Kris has grown more and more comfortable with their relationship. She even said that she feels like she is in a really great relationship now, one that she truly values and doesn't want to mess up. That shows how seriously she takes what they have. She went on to say that while she believes Corey is husband material, she doesn't feel the need to get married again. She's already had the big wedding experience, walked down the aisle in a long white dress, and had children. Now, she just wants to enjoy what she has without trying to make it something more. For her, the love and companionship she has with Corey is enough. Kris has had a very full life. She had 4 children with her late ex-husband Robert Kardashian, Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob. Later, she had 2 more daughters, Kendall and Kylie, with her ex-partner Caitlyn Jenner. With all her children and their growing families, Kris now has 13 grandchildren. She often talks about how grateful she is for her family, and it seems like having Corey in her life has added to that feeling of joy. It hasn't always been smooth sailing when it comes to Corey's relationship with the rest of the family, though. When he first came into Kris's life, it took a while for everyone else to warm up to him. Some of her children were unsure about him in the beginning. They didn't know him well, and they were protective of their mom. In one episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians from 2019, things got a bit tense. Kourtney, one of Kris's daughters, had an issue with Corey. He made a comment about how he would react if Kourtney's daughter scratched him. He said something about possibly spanking her, and that really upset Kourtney. She was very clear that she did not want him around her kids alone and warned that if anything like that happened in front of the family, there would be a serious problem. That situation showed how much the Kardashian kids care about their own children and also how cautious they are when it comes to people entering the family. Even Kim, another daughter, expressed concern at one point. She said that she hoped her mother wasn't rushing things with Corey and that she wanted her mom to be careful. These reactions might have been hard for Corey, but over time he seems to have found his place in the family. He's been part of many family events, and it looks like most of the family has accepted him now. It probably helped that he has stayed by Kris's side through everything and has shown how serious he is about her. Kris has mentioned before that Corey brings a lot of calm into her life. He supports her in many ways, and they seem to understand each other well. While he stays more in the background compared to the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner family, his presence is steady. Kris appears to trust him deeply and enjoys the balance he brings. For someone with a busy, high-profile life like Kris Jenner, having someone dependable by her side can be very meaningful. As someone who has experienced a lot in life, including fame, public heartbreak, divorce, and raising 6 kids, Kris seems to have found a peaceful and happy place with Corey. She no longer feels the pressure to do things just because they're expected. She's not trying to prove anything to the world. Instead, she's focusing on enjoying her life, her family, and the love she shares with Corey. That's something many people can relate to or admire, even if they don't live the same kind of public life. It's also important to understand that being in the spotlight comes with constant attention and opinions from the outside world. Kris and Corey have faced that since the beginning. People have talked about their age difference, questioned their bond, and even doubted their future. But despite all the noise, they've continued to build something strong together. That kind of commitment says a lot. It's not always easy to keep a relationship going when so many people are watching and judging. Yet, Kris and Corey have managed to grow together, learning from each other and supporting one another. Kris often speaks about how important it is to feel loved and respected in a relationship. She has said that with Corey, she feels seen and appreciated. That feeling can be rare, especially after going through so much in life. It's clear that Kris values peace and joy in her personal life now more than ever. She is no longer chasing big moments or traditional milestones. Instead, she is embracing what feels right for her, and that includes building a meaningful and calm relationship with Corey. They travel together often, enjoy each other's company, and seem to have a rhythm that works. Kris is very involved in her family's business life, from producing their shows to managing her daughter's brands, but she still makes time to focus on her personal happiness. Having Corey by her side seems to help with that balance. Their love story may not look like the typical one, but it works for them. As the years go by, Kris continues to show that happiness doesn't have one shape or one path. Some people get married, others don't. Some relationships come later in life. What matters is how the people in that relationship treat each other. In Kris's case, she feels loved, she feels happy, and she feels at peace. That's something many people look for, no matter their age. The journey of Kris and Corey reminds people that it's never too late to find someone who truly gets you. It also shows that families may not always accept someone right away, but with time and patience, things can change. Corey may have had to work hard to become part of the Kardashian-Jenner family, but his efforts have made a difference. He stayed consistent, respectful, and calm even when things were difficult. Kris Jenner is a person who has always lived her life openly. She has shared both her good and bad moments with the world through television and interviews. This openness is part of what has made her so popular. She lets people see her as she really is. That honesty showed again when she spoke about her relationship with Corey. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.